Welcome to Metals, Money, and Markets. We're February 23rd, 2018. For MiningClips.com, I'm Rob Goodman, and as always, Mickey Fulp, the Mercenary Geologist, will break down the numbers. All right, Mickey, not a whole lot going on headline-wise anyway. Let's just get right into it here. We're a strong dollar this week and up to be some weak metal prices. Why don't you break it down?
Dollar is up 1%, and metals mostly were off 1%. Gold lost $18 to close at $13.29. Silver lost 12 cents, close at $16.50. Platinum lost $11 to close at $9.94. The one that bucked this trend was palladium, was up a whopping $3 to $10.35.
And copper, a not so pleasant week either.
Yeah, copper was negative on the week, but the contango is robust, a very strong forward curve as opposed to last week. Today we saw some profit taking and the U.S. dollar strength, high inventories, but as the Chinese return to the markets after their week or 10 or days or 2 weeks, whatever they take off, demand remains strong. Copper closed at $3.19 for a 4-cent loss on the week.
And head over to the energy markets, a little strength this week with oil leading the way.
Yeah, it was a bumpy week for oil, but very good at the end of the week. Everything looks positive. U.S. inventories down, pipeline capacity up in West Texas to the Gulf Coast. Canadian imports are continuing to go south. U.S. exports are up to record levels. Production is flat this week, but still at record levels. U.S. at 10.3 million barrels per day. U.S. rigs up +2, but Canada's rigs down a -12, and they're going to Texas. There was a big article or a news flash last week in Canada about all the Texas drilling that's capturing Canadian-based rigs.
Well, moving on to the currency markets here, where, as mentioned at the top, the dollar, a pretty decent week, and of course the euro and loonie were off.
Well, that's what happens. The dollar was up and the euro was down, both around 1%. Dollar closed at 89.92, up 0.9%. Euro at 123, down 0.8%. The loonie was quite weak on the week, closed at a flat 79 cents. Probably has to do something with their problems in their oil patch. But also their Prime Minister Trudeau went to India, spent a week there, and did some sort of Bollywood routine. And Indian press made a fool out of him. So for whatever that's worth.
Let's head over here to the equities markets here, where a nice Friday kind of painted the tape here and put everything in the positive.
Yeah, there was less volatility in this short 4-day week. 10-year yields are at a 4-year high. It looks like they're going to hit 3% at some point. Markets were flat most of the week, but we had a very nice Friday afternoon. Dow gained 0.4% to close at 25,310. S&P 500 up 0.5% at 2747. Big gainer led by big tech. Today was the NASDAQ at 7337, up 1.4% over the week. That market is made back about almost 7% of its 10% loss.
And wrapping up with the venture here, off 0.5 point here.
Yep, there's no interest in the junior resource sector, with very few financings, quite unusual for this time of year. Moderate to weak volumes. I'm concerned, Rob, because this should be our best season of the year for the junior resource sector, with PDAC coming up in a little bit more than a week, and it is not. So we'll see how this bodes going forward.
Okay, Mickey. I appreciate the insight as always, and look forward to catching up with you next week. Have a great weekend.
Thanks a lot, Rob.